So, Dave, are you gonna welcome Dr. Blondie with her, or do you wanna wait and save all questions to the end? How do you wanna do it, bad boy?
However, you can ask as we go.
Okay.
If anybody has a question or.
All right, you guys don't have to with you. If anything that doesn't make sense to you, or you need Dave to clarify for you,
First thing when cleaning anything is knowing your dry times. With Wexside, it's 10 minutes. With bleach, it's 5. Beds, this, start on the top of the mattress. Gotta get everything wet.
What exactly are you using it, Dave?
Wexside today.
Is that website out of the bottle or the website in the?
Out of the box. That's all we have now, I believe.
I think, we still have the option of taking that bottle and pouring it into a bucket and then saturating, several faucets.
Right. And once you get the top and sides of the mattress clean and wet, flip it up half the mattress and clean the bottom.
Can I make a suggestion, Dave?
Yes.
I always, to start with, before I start with the mattress, I take the foot and the headboard, sanitize it, set it aside, then you can really get around that thing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And I think that's what's pretty important here too, because, there's, just like our 7-step training process, you want to make sure you include all 7, but just probably wait, there's variation in there. And that's a perfect example of, one way to do it. More than one way to do it.
And then you gotta clean the sled, flip it up, clean it. And while at this point, I start wiping down the frame of the bed. On this particular model of bed, these come off. You can wipe these down. Right now I'm going to raise up the head of the bed and clean underneath it. Maybe. Get this one on here. Clean the headboard first real quick on the inside. These things here, they're plastic. There's a lot of stuff. You can push it down in the middle where you can see here. A lot of stuff gets caught in there. Wipe down the rails, frame, the tubes.
possible to put underneath there if you didn't raise that up? I mean, just that surface that's underneath that thing and all those different ledges?
All right, pretty much lost its moisture, so I'm gonna grab a new one. Flip the mattress over the other way, clean the other half.
What do you think about spraying that down with the website bottle first?
You can, I like to soak, have my rags pre-soaked and do it, or you can spray them down and do it either way.
I personally like the idea of the cloth because it's that physical abrasion that also kills that germ, especially if this is for like C. diff. It's a physical abrasion that actually helps break down the germ.
I think a lot of us spray it and then.
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us, we'll spray it, pre-soak it, we call it, and let it, that way you get your tip back. Because if you can start on another part of the room, while that bed's soaking, and then you go back to the rag, completely wipe the entire bed. I think DC uses that for training now.
At the foot of the bed, these pieces also come off.
How about you guys? I forgot about all that.
We need to get back on the floor.
Take each class.
Yeah.
Right.
You got breath already.
Yep. Turned up the AC.
I had never seen Dave at the CLC when he was not soaking wet.
It doesn't help you lose weight.
So far.
All right, then the main rails, the side rails next. What I see most of the time on these is stuff down here in this crack, or the groove there. that clean, it's easier. Handrails to start on the bottom of the bed. This one's actually pretty clean. Tracy, you want to come up here and help me make the bed?
Yeah. I guess, got to.
Oiled in the joints for you.
Yeah. That suggestion I was telling you about.
I do that too. Sometimes I take them off.
But if you take the head and the foot off when you make the bed, it's easier too.
And you can also do this.
Yeah, we can get that. But this was gone. I just like arguing.
Let's see here, take that.
What do they refer to that first double layer of sheet that you made?
That's what they call the draw sheet, or lift sheet. They use to move the patients around from bed to bed or slide them up on the bed.
Up and down.
Draw sheet.
Go back. Got it in this folder, right? Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed these new yellow rags we're using. They don't work too well on the mattress. You roll across the mattress, it wants to ball up on you, and they're not very good on mattresses.
cost, Dave, that you end up using?
On this bed,
Was that 2 or 3?
this, I think that was 3 on this one.
So would it have been appropriate for Dave to go take the first golf that he was using and re-immerse it back into the bucket?
Yeah.
So you ended up needing.
Yeah, there we go.
In order to keep it wet enough for that 10-minute contact.
Another thing, on the clipboard on the end of the bed.
Good job, Dan.
sometimes they forget to-
Really good.
I'm not used to talking.
You did good.
They're